Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and as you can see, I'm one day away from my haircut that I get about every so many months. We'll probably edit this out, but if you're seeing it, it's because you're that special. So let's cover that up, get the Santa hat back out, but then tomorrow we'll be a little more kempt, a little more stylish. Okay. What's up? This is the Young CGB account. That's because they're still advertising to me the welcome bundle, which we still know you get no dollars. This is my free to play account. And what we're looking at, lots of quests, all 750s. That's good. So now that ranked has been introduced, I'm interested in seeing if Young CGB can be a free to play Mythic ranked competitor. I find that story interesting. Can you get to Mythic on a free-to-play account? And I want to give it a shot. So what I've got is my mono blue deck. I don't know how much of this, to be totally honest with all of you, I don't know how much of this is going to make it to the channel, to the YouTube channel, the main YouTube channel, because it might not be very watchable. It's a lot of me playing mono blue, you know what I mean? I don't know if that is what the people came to see. So if it's not doing well on channel, it's not likely that I'm going to keep playing it on channel, but maybe I'll upload the videos on the side. I definitely want to chronicle the whole thing for those interested in the Young CGB free-to-play account. So let's at least make this video and see what happens with it today. We're going to basically be grinding a lot with the mono blue deck and maybe touching on other decks as we go and doing occasional drafts. None of these quests, for example, are going to be checked off by the mono blue deck. So I do have to do some questing. Black or red, red or white, and kill 25 creatures. So that means red. I wonder how far off we are from a good mono red deck. What do we have over here? Not much. We have our firebrands. We have some lava runners. We have some bannerets. All the shocks, all the lightning strikes. What more do you need? Am I right? Am I right, people? All the lava coils, I guess we'll play those instead of probably the wizard's lightnings, because I doubt I have those. Act of treason, gutter snipe. Oh man, is this where we've gone? Goblin chain whirler is so good, and a has none. It's not fair. All right, risk factor, frenzy, phoenix, a few one-ofs in there. What else can we use? I guess we could go up to top shelf, demanding dragon life. I don't know. Nope, Banefire. So maybe something like that, but I do feel like there's a lot missing. It's tempting to run a diamond mare to win the mirror, as mono red is pretty popular out there. Yeah. I still hate gutter snipe. Anybody who's heard me talk about it knows why, knows the stories. That I don't trust a card that's like 3 mana and dies to shock without doing anything on the table. So I don't like it. I don't play it. I don't touch it. Not my thing. What else? How many creatures do we have? 16 creatures. Not enough creatures at all. Too many burn spells, not enough creatures. Crater Maker's an interesting one that can kill stuff and attack and block. It's not the worst, but is it better to have Instigator and just have a bunch of little tokens running around? I found Instigator more obnoxious than I ever expected I would playing this game. So yeah, maybe we just make a cute little goblin deck. And we can probably go to 23 land. We have some 5-drops, which is risky, but I think that 23 is okay. And there, we got a little red deck. All about killing things and burning face, baby. Alright. Let's go get them. Philosophy of Fire. Initiate. I am kind of wondering if I can do better. If I can do better than those instigators, something that does a little bit more. I mean, Gutter Snipe is pretty must kill, and people love it. I mean, every time I make a deck, that is red, all I hear is no gutter snipe. Like that you could copy paste that comment over and over. I hear it on Twitter, I hear it on YouTube, I hear it on Twitch. I think the people are trying to tell me something. All right, fine, people. You crazy people out there. Let's try a gutter snipe. I'll even throw in a fight with fire for the memes. Our Squee versus a counter deck could be pretty fun. But there isn't that much synergy here with Squee, to be totally real with you. I don't see it. All right, let's go play some Magic. Let's do some questing. So for questing, we're not going to jump into ranked. We'll just jump into play, as I don't have any faith in this deck. So hopefully we can knock out some quests and then do some ranked grinding and at least get up a level. If I can get up a level on a regular basis. The main problem with it is I don't know if I play the young CGB account enough to even actually make it to Mythic, especially if I'm also doing quests. Perhaps quests just need to be re-rolled and put on the back burner, but it's a free-to-play account. You should always do your quests. It would be a bad example for other free-to-players out there, because you need that gold. You need to get that Mythic. And you need that gold. You need all the gold. Alright, our opponent with no early plays. Just point and click at the Teferi icon with your burn spells. That's how you do it. And Psychic Corrosion. The opponent wants to mill me. Well, they're in trouble. They are in trouble if they're going for that. Now, I could play out Gutter Snipe. I actually don't like that idea. The thing is that you can trust some kind of sweeper. Golden Demise or Ritual Sit is incoming, so I want to play it carefully. And I'd love to play it when I can also play the Shock the same turn. So I'm going to risk factor my opponent while they're tapped out, so they can't counter it. Even though it's an instant, you can play it in your main phase. They take 4 on the dome. They're down to 10. They're half dead. All right, some spells go to the graveyard. That pumps up our Lava Runner. And we'll see if the opponent has a Ritual Soot, something to clean the board. Chupacabra. All right, down goes the Pyromancer. Interesting to take out the 2/1, not the 2/2. So we didn't draw the land. We can play Fight with Fire or Shock to kill the Chupacabra. Well, against blue-black, Doom Whisperer is the big problem, and Fight with Fire doesn't kill it. So I'm going to use the Fight with Fire now to be super mana efficient and kill the Chupacabra and transfer it to 2 damage, because the Shock can also go face. And I want to keep the nice cheap Shock to go with the Gutter Snipe to get 2 more face as soon as possible. It's not a very explosive turn. It's just 2 damage, really. And now our Lava Runner has been murdered. Murdered! Okay. Fanatical Firebrand off the top. Our opponent's tapped pretty low. They could have a Syncopate for this, but I'm willing to risk it. So I'm going to fire this off, and I'm going to discard the Frenzy. I don't think I'm going to use it anytime soon. Not against the mill deck, not when I'm short on lands, and the opponent lets me have my cards, as I thought they would, which lets us play our Fanatical Firebrand and get in there. A little bit of risk attacking with Firebrand into Moment of Craving, but I feel like at 8 life, I still need to go for it. If they're under 5 life, it's often right just not to attack with your Firebrand, especially against blue-black, where Vraska's Contempt and Moment of Craving can gain them life back. All right, the Thief is here. Let's see, Shock It, Strike is lethal. But so is just going face, so let's see what happens. Resolves, and ping you. Should have killed the creature. I always forget quests. I have the quests. How am I gonna get my kill creature quest? They finally gave me something to kill, and I didn't kill it. Look at that. Not cool. 1 drop, 2 drop, removal spells, go. Silly red decks. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Alright. Banowet. More work? Job's done. Righto. Oh, I know. Orcs, not goblins. You don't have to tell me. Some of y'all firing up your comments. Firing up your keys. Getting your keyboard cooking. Alright. Well, we can't attack into the lifelinker at this point. So let's just hold back for a hot second. Lifelink's a problem. Is this like Pro Tour mono white? Maybe. Might be. Opponent not doing nothing. Alright. So if I get this out of the way, I have great attacks, but I can't get it out of the way yet and deploy to the board. So we'll play this, and we'll see if our opponent plays like Benelish Marshall or whatever. And then we'll just focus on killing their stuff and casting our spells, because I don't know if we can win the game. We're a bit underpowered. Chain Whirler is your best card in the matchup. We have none of those. Shiny land. Gimme. I wants to steal it. All the snubbles. All the snubbles. Our opponent's on 8 permanents. But nothing else. Huh. Pride of Conqueror much? Probably. Click, click. There you go. All right. The plays. I'm going to Banefire your token. If I get the Pride of Conquerors out of the way to kill, what? 2 of my creatures? No, 1 of my creatures, because this would gain a +1/+1 counter. I guess that's fine. You and you. I'm not attacking all because Pride of Conquerors could eat the whole team, or at least 2 of my creatures. I'm okay with it eating the Banneret. Oh wait, I guess they could double block. Ugh. Well, okay, they didn't do anything. I guess that's not so bad. Maybe they don't have it. What do they have? Or maybe they're just feeling like Pride of Conquerors is an attacking card. I will never defend with it. Alright, 1 more card and they ascend, and this game is over. When they ascend and these become 4/4s, forget about it. Opponent's looking at their Legion's Landing, thinking about flipping it, I guess. Let's go. Let's play Magic. I got quests to do. Weird. I guess being at 10 has them a little bit scared. Zap it. We could take this out and hit them, but I think it's going to block anyway, and I would love to get another counter on my Pyromancer. Yeah, they're going to block anyway, so it gets another permanent off the field, and they scoop. Alright, that went better than expected. I'm not killing enough creatures, I'm going face too much. This is my problem. I wonder if exiling their creatures counts as killing their creatures at all. I wonder if Lava Coil even does the job. I don't know. Put in comments if you know. Well, if our goal is to kill things, I wouldn't normally keep this hand. Against control, it's just dead. But if our job is to... we've got a kill things quest. This'll do it. Let's just start right away. I don't know what my opponent could untap and interfere with my shock with, but it is possible, so let's not allow it. Let's just zap a bunch of things, play Experimental Frenzy, win game. Marshall. Okay, got another shock for that. We've got a mana open. Yeah, let's see what they do. So first turn, it's like I don't want to fall that far behind on tempo. Now, with their tempo not moving that fast, I'm totally fine with playing some shocks here, some shocks there. I'm going to shock the lifelink critter, not the Marshall. Marshall don't scare me very much. But man, do I wish I had Goblin Chain Whirler in my deck right now. All right, let's coil away the lifelinkers. It's a nasty little 2-for-1, but the life can pile up. And that's it. Okay. Do I play the Frenzy here? I think I Lava Coil the Marshall. Wait one more turn here before deploying the Frenzy, because I might draw a land and want to drop my awesome 5-drops instead. Let's see what we draw. Oh, you run blue. I didn't see that coming. Okay. They could have a counter spell, I guess, but I think I'll just go for 5 to the face and a big flying dragon. Okay. They do have it, which is why we led with that. I'd rather the Siege Gang Commander resolve against their token army. Funky. It's like this whole game just turned into a blue-white control matchup after we dealt with the tokens. Okay. Well, they only had one counter. What's it do? What does it has? My precious. Excellence Binding. They might want that back. The Frenzy can be a lot more devastating. Hiya! Tokens. Not gonna seal it away. I guess we'll test you with the Phoenix since we're drawing all of our rares and mythics right now. I smell a seal away. I definitely smell a seal away, which means this Phoenix is only gonna get in when the getting's good. If they just pass and say go, you're just getting a steady dose of the tokens. Alright. We're at this weird point where the land or the Frenzy, but it's probably the land first, then the Frenzy. But before we do that, let's give them a dose of that tokens. Yeah. Playing around your seal away. And your settle. I'm ready. Okay, there's settle. Suddenly it's a blue control deck, a blue-white control deck after we deal with their tokenness. So, yeah, now that there's even less lands in the deck, I'm going to play my mountain first. And there is Frenzy. Oh, Siege Gang on top. Brutal. Ooh, Luminous Bondage. It is blue-white control with sworn with tokens. I'm okay. Yeah, sure. Fun. Pyro you. Here we go. Frenzy time, baby. Zap. Time to draw like 1,000,000 cards a turn. Hiya! Hiya! Oh, this is so sweet. Get him. Get him. We have that kill things quest, right? So let's make it count. And get in there for deuce. There's that seal away. What'd I tell you, friends? Marshall. Yep. 1/1s. Not the best finishers. Okay. Whether or not to blow my Frenzy up and play a Siege Gang Commander, right? I don't think so. Let's be aggressive. I will get back my Repeating Barrage, because I can. It's better in the hand than in the graveyard, even if we can't play it yet. But we can sack the Frenzy, maybe on end step. Then untap, drop Siege Gang. My opponent's naked, so yeah, this is game. Oh, where are you going? What a bizarre little deck. Okay, the killing stuff is actually adding up very slowly, but the red spells are almost done. If we get the red spells done, I think we can switch to ranked. Blue doesn't really kill things, so that quest may take a long time. Does it count as killing their creatures if they chump block? I don't know. I feel I need details on these quests. I need fine print. So many questions. Too many questions. One kill, kill, kill. Fun. All the white decks. Everybody switched to white aggro. Or white something. Whatever that last white deck was. People getting their Azorius muscles flexing. Go, monkey, go. Alright, white and green. But in a bit of a slow mode. I can deal with that. You gonna seal it away? What's up? Not playing anything else? Okay. You sealed away the firebrand. I guess you do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can't really let that live. Gotta take it out. And since we don't want to let the opponent untap with it, play on Sarah's Wings or whatever else, we do use the Lightning Strike rather than untap and Lava Coil because we want to untap and play Gutter Snipe. So give me some more targets. That's a target. Target acquired. Talons, okay. 1 mana open means we can attack with snipes. So let's Lava Coil this. Not repeating barrage it. That does 3 damage, but can also go face. I just want to save it. And do it, Gutter Snipe. You gotta carry me here. Gonna need some damage out of my removal spells. Alright, another land off top. I guess I should have barraged last turn, because now I can potentially get it back. But if I attack in here, do I lose my Gutter Snipe to a seal away? I think I do, or a settled wreckage. So no attacks. No attacks. Let's just barrage face. This way, if I do end up attacking with Gutter Snipe, losing it to seal away or settle, at least I can get back the repeating barrage when I do it. Opponent's still sitting here. I could sit here too. Yeah, I think I do. I think more seal-aways and settles make sense. Otherwise, what is in this hand? It could be a bunch of auras, in which case I'm doing pretty well anyway. But I want to get the 2 damage out of this Lava Coil before I send my Gutter Snipe to die. Oh, look at that! There you go. Alright, so we Lava Coil the Hawk for certain. But the knight is left over and is annoying and is in my way. Alright, so I'm still not attacking with snipe. I'd rather find a way to trade the pyromancer with the knight. I don't know if that's quite going to work. Because, yep, here we go. Here we go, it's aura time, baby. Four. Lifelink. Ouch. Bringing it all back. The opponent doesn't know I drew a land. Let's attack with the Pyromancer. It will trigger our ability to get back the repeating barrage, and if they block, and they don't, they're smart. So do I hold this? Or do I throw it? I guess we are making progress. Like, we're doing 5 a turn, they're gaining 4. This is 5, 6, 7. So they do have to block eventually. The loop is established. We can keep getting back barrage and playing it if they don't put something in front of this Pyromancer. Oh my god. Oh my god. I probably threw this game by playing too conservatively around another seal away. That will not save me. Yeah, good block, good block. Pew! Fun. Yeah, I was probably way too careful. Control mage in me coming out. Must burn face more. Must kill more things. Alrighty. Let's hit up ranked for a little bit now that our stupid red deck got those quests knocked out. And start the journey. Can we be a free-to-play Mythic? Is it a thing? A possibility? The very first young CGB, free-to-play opponent, and look at this hand. Double Curious Obsession, Mistcloaked Herald, 1 land. Perfect. Everything you want in Magic. The journey begins. Play me some Lord of the Rings music. Let's see. It's probably better to protect the Herald and then start the Curious Obsession train slowly instead of go Curious, Curious, go. If the opponent untaps and plays Lava Coil, game over, man. But with a Storm Tamer out and mana open, we can take our time and develop our Mistcloaked Herald and apply pressure and protect it the whole way. Wow. Pretty crazy. But yeah, we always want to leave 1 mana available for our Storm Tamer to defend. Ooh, that's going to be a good clock. No lie. You don't want to get into a bad race. Okay, another island. So I think what we want to do now is use Merfolk Trickster. We don't want to fall too far behind. It's a bit too much damage that we're taking the other way. And we don't deploy the other Curious Obsession because we're using Storm Tamer still. So I don't want to ambush with Trickster. I want to play the Trickster to tap down the Tajik and fight off the Banneret. Pass 2 attackers. If I pass 2 attackers, do they get to attack? Okay. That didn't work. Sorry, still getting used to this new interface down here. Can't take the ability away. That's going to be a pretty big deal. We're going to take away the first strike abilities and the mentor ability from Tajik, but I don't think that keeps the counter from going on the Banneret, and I do get to at least block the Taj, but pretty big mistake. Yeah, they can't use the first strike ability anymore because the Trickster shut it down. The opponent's thinking about some pumps, and it looks like they're going to do some. Maybe more than one? No? Okay. So now it's pretty important that we draw a land here, or we may have to gamble and run out like Exclusion Mage. And it really sucks that this Crater Maker's here, because it can sack to target the Mistcloaked Herald. Okay, we did draw the land. So Exclusion Mage can come to the battlefield and bounce the Banneret, fixing all that nonsense. And we can end the turn. Still protecting our Herald with the Storm Tamer. And the opponent's thinking about what to do with that Crater Maker. On the Herald, I'm going to use the Siren Storm Tamer to counter the ability, make them have another way to kill the Herald. Which they might have, but if they spend their turn killing the Herald, I do have a backup and more Curious Obsessions. Which, you know, can be a big time tilt. When the opponent jumps through so many hoops to kill this little critter. And there's Conclave Tribunal. It's 4 mana. The opponent could have played the Banneret and used it to convoke the Tribunal. It's something that's important to remember with 1-drops. So I could obsess the Mage, but I'd rather obsess an unblockable creature. So the play for this turn is going to be resolve the Tempest Djinn as a really big target that they need to deal with, and resolve the Mistcloaked Herald and pass the turn. So if they have another way to kill something, they'll throw it at the Djinn almost certainly. We can untap and double obsess on the Herald and hope that that's the end of their shenanigans. There's Aurelia. Yeah, she's fierce. And she big. But she's not attacking this turn, and the opponent is at 8. So we're going to... I think we can kill them. What we can do is throw Obsession here, and Obsession here, and play a Trickster, which takes away flying, and taps it, and then we bring the critters. The opponent can block with the Banneret on the Exclusion Mage, but they're taking 8 damage regardless. And game 1 in our ranked journey. Gotta get off that bronze. We're playing Control Freak. I guess the writing's on the wall for what we need to beat. So this hand is so similar to the other one, but it's missing a Curious Obsession. So you can't keep this. Curious Obsession is so key. You have to almost mulligan any hand without it. And I'm not going to mulligan to 5. I'll keep this, but man is it bad. It's just some ugly little dorks trying to get there is what it is. We'll have to draw. We'll have to draw well. Turn 1 Island. Stunning development. Out of Control Freak. Here's Stormy. The Exclusion Mage is probably really bad for the matchup too, but we'll see. Maybe they're on Drakes. Control Mages have been known to dabble in Drakes. Oh my god. Is their plan to stall us to death? What do you think? Is this worth a your go? Feels like it. It's turn 2. Are they mathing their victory in 20 turns from this crucial point in the game? If you're watching this, yep, I deal with this all the time too. I'm sure you've been there, viewer out there. I'm sure you know this feeling. But they have no timeouts. This turn is just getting punted. And it is. They just threw the turn. Don't know if they had no mana or what, but that's that. I'm going to play Trickster now. I'm going to play around a Syncopate, an Essence Scatter, in case they show up and make their second land drop. But yeah, behold, the ranked ladder. The height of competitive Magic re-envisioned in a new modern era, where you and your opponent sit down and one of you is just leaves. Just can't be bothered. The kid is crying. The pizza is being delivered. The Amazon packages arrived. Who knows what's inside them? Christmas gifts for the kiddos. Can't let the kiddos see them. Can't let the wife find out what you bought her for Christmas either. Or the husband. Who knows? I mean, we are dealing with a control freak. Maybe a book on their shelf, like, got out of order and somebody pointed it out, that they weren't in perfect alphabetical order by author last name. And that just was a meltdown. Okay, hey, they're back with Diamond Mare coming to the battlefield. Game on, homie. Yeah, I'm gonna play out the Exclusion Mage and make them play that again and get some free damage before the Diamond Mare completely blanks the Trickster. It's possible I should have gone for the Jhin instead. But I don't mind turning back their tempo, especially when it comes to the life gain that Diamond Mare can provide. Oh, and a Fountain of Renewal. Okay, it's that kind of deck. Go get him. They seem to be mono blue so far. Not a lot of board wipes there, so running out the Jhin seems like a good idea. Okay, they left. They left. They showed up in time to drop a Fountain of Renewal and a Diamond Mare, and they ran to the hills. They've returned. All right, let's go Tempest Jhin. This does seem like a matchup where we can play all of our threats. I'm not sure what the opponent can do to deal with them. They probably run some Tempest Jhin action themselves, and they do. All right, so big draw here. I could really use an island so that my Tempest Jhin can trade with their Tempest Jhin or something. This match is about to get a look. Time stall. They're just asking if you want to attack. Tough. Let's try the Chart of Course first. We got our own Diamond Mare, but I don't think that matters in the matchup, so I'm going to drop it off. Play island number 4. And get busy. There's a block. Here's a dive down. No trades. All right. It's pretty big. The opponent says good game. Do they have somewhere to be? I mean, I'll reciprocate, I suppose. Although it wasn't the funnest with them missing their second turn. All right, they have a nice big Zahid. So that's better than a good game, I would say. Trying to auto pass. The opponent, again, is waiting on their attack step. God. Come on now. Magic. Let's play Magic. We were sort of having a game. I mean, this is a big problem. I'll need more Exclusion Mages, which I don't really run. So, yeah. The opponent's in a good spot. They could win this game. They're gaining life. I need to get an unblockable creature with a Curious Obsession, but I have neither piece of that puzzle right now. And now they have a Tezzeret. So, don't know what I'm supposed to do about that either.
My device is finished.
And I don't know what the good game was about either. They're just... Not a fun person to play, and right now my draw is not cooperating. Sword, nice. Nice little artifact deck here. Would be really something to take my first loss here. So what do? Vigilance, and when it attacks it makes a knight. Okay. And here's a knight. Alright. Let's block. You and you. There's 6 damage. I guess, yeah, we won't risk it. So block. Let's see how the opponent wants to stack the damage. Okay, Tempest Jhin first, so we'll pump it up to 7. And we'll pump it up to 9, so it lives. And down goes you and your sword, and now they scoop. Anger. Fear, aggression, the dark side are they? I don't know how the heck we got that game. It looked like it was all falling apart. But there you go. I guess the opponent just played into our tricks, and what can you do? Ooh, we get a pack? What do you suppose we'll open? Show me something good. Campaign is fun. Quasi-duplicate is a card that can sometimes be in decks. That's what I'll say about that. Okay, the Obsession is here, a Spell Pierce is here, a Trickster and a Jin. I can try this hand. It might be slow. We are on the draw. We don't have a small creature to put Obsession on. That bothers me a little bit. But, whatever. Game on. Game on. Let's dance. What you doing? What you doing? All right. Forest go. That doesn't look good for a Spell Pierce, does it? But you never know. You never know what's cooking in these decks. Never know what's going on. Bear with me. It looks like the climb through bronze will take longer than expected due to player tendencies. Conclave Guildmage on 2. Eh, okay. Sure. I'll probably play a Trickster. Just depends when. I don't feel like ambushing the Guildmage. It's not that good of a card. It might beat me up a little bit, but I'm not too scared. Knight of Autumn, huh? No, that's a card. 2 +1/+1 counters. Gee, bus. All right. How am I gonna deal with you? I think I should tap it down with Trickster next turn just to stave off the damage. Then play Jin protected by a Spell Pierce. I don't know if I need the Spell Pierce, but there might be cards like Conclave Tribunal. So yeah, I think I do nothing, which feels really bad for a tempo deck, but I think this is the way to go. We've got to deal somehow, and our opponent's 2 creatures ahead to us nothing. So I got to stave off some damages. They tanking. What they tanking about? Second Guildmage, yep. All right, let's put down a Trickster and tap down the 4/3 and see if the Guildmage wants to attack. If it does, I believe a trade is in order. Maybe they'll accidentally give all their creatures trample with the Guildmage. Nope, no such luck. All right. It was tempting to keep the Wizard because it reduces the cost of a retort. Okay. What am I up against? Here's Tempest Jin. And I'll pass to keep Spell Pierce to hopefully defend from a Conclave Tribunal. Oh, well, it can help against that too. Pretty lucky. Hiya! No Knight of Autumn attack? Oh, here it comes. I thought that they skipped their attack. Like I said, still getting used to all this. Now, the Tragic Poet can get back the history, which is a thing. It's a thing. Let's see if they do it. All right, Curious Obsession. Drawing another one there is Interesting is a good word. I'm not sure if I want to play the other one, but I think I can still play Storm Tamer and have Retort open, so I may as well. Opponent is going to rope me on this. The active decision they have is Tragic Poet to get back Benalia, and that's what they're roping me with. Alright, new players. I'm trying not to be salty. You have to understand, I've dealt with a lot of this today. It wears you down. It wears down your soul. It takes a price out of your soul. Yeah, it flies, so you can't quite block. There's a dive down. That's a lovely draw. To make sure that our Jin survives. What I would really love is an exclusion mage. Something to make sure that I can win the tempo game. I'm just biting my lip. I don't want to be mean. Just don't say anything. Just don't say anything at all. It's taking so long. I'm done. So our opponent has 7 points of attack. I guess I have to counter this, don't I? Because the life gain or destroying the Curious Obsessions is too good. So, yep, must be countered. It must be countered. It is not permissible. So, who's going to attack? The poet will not. Well, that's good because that keeps the clock from being a turn clock. If the poet attacked, it would be 7, then 7. I'd have to make a decision, but this way they'll need a pump spell or some instant speed shenanigans that my blue deck is designed to disrupt. I don't have the tools, but I might draw them. Let me... We're going to draw 2 cards. Opting first might be a mistake, and it's a 2-turn clock regardless. So let me send the Tempest Jin. Let me send the Tempest Jin. Please let me send the Tempest Jin. Mother, may I? Now I really wish the Tragic Poet had attacked. Yeah, take action, thank you. The may part is so weird on Curious Obsession. Who's ever said no? Nobody. Ever. Here's another one. Another Jin. Another Storm Tamer. I can't counter life gain, but I can make sure both Jin survive, and that can be a very lethal attack. Oh, here comes everybody. Alright. Eat the Conclave, chump the Knight, save you. I'm good with this. And that's game. Well, no Curious Obsession, and a bit of a slow hand. I don't know. This one's close because the Tempest Jin is a very good card. But I think I'm playing the wrong game. There's Curious Obsessions. Yep. Yep, that's our hand. That's our hand. One lander, somehow better. somehow better than a nice even mix of creatures, spells, and lands. Got a bottom U, which is sad. Oh, is it a mirror? Be still my heart. Here comes Miscloaked. There's Opt. Top card keeps. Let's see what happens. Red mana, it's Drake's. Okay, well, that makes it a lot harder to jam a Curious Obsession. So let's throw the Herald at them and put out a Storm Tamer. Anything you'd like to kill? Okay, here we go. So now we can throw the Obsession on the Herald with the Storm Tamer available. Here comes something. So, do we use the dive down? Oh, I see. We're expanding. They want to do that in response, though, don't they? That's going to kill the... So they have Expansion Explosion. It's going to kill the Herald no matter what. I guess we should get it out of their hand. Or we could just deploy the second Storm Tamer. Well, let's just see. Maybe they have full control mode on, and they eat the dive down here. Mm-hmm. Either way, we get that out of the way. They're on 2 cards now. Which, how about that? Alright, let's play second Storm Tamer to defend first Storm Tamer, but still no Curious Obsession yet. Let's hold on to that. And equip it when we can protect. Here's Search, sure. Here's Curious. We both had very interesting hands, a 6 and a 5 that could compete with each other, so not a terrible game, which is nice. Ooh, Binning the Banefire, which could have killed the Storm Tamer potentially. And then here comes something. It's a Lava Coil. Let's use the dive down to protect. Spell Pierce would have got us there, but I think that's a decent risk to take. I don't know. I feel like I need the damage and the creature on the battlefield, but maybe I was wrong there. Maybe playing around Spell Pierce would have been the way, but the way now is definitely to hold up Wizard's Retort and possibly flash in a Trickster, though probably not, since there's still plenty of instant speed removal. Here's Crackles. That is an easy Essence Scatter. And we're up to 6 cards in Graveyard, right? Right, 6 cards in Graveyard. So the Azcanta will be flipping. They'll have a very big mana advantage. We're going to hope that our counter spells can carry the day. We have plenty of them, but not plenty lands. And if they bin this card, they get their Azcanta to flip if they want it, if they want that mana boost. No, they keep it. It must be good enough. And it's another Crackling Drake. Let's hit that with the Wizard's Retort. As long as we're eating their 4 mana plays, we have to be happy with that. Another land off the top is not a bad thing. Well, I say that. Depends how many we draw in a row. Alright, now here comes Azcanta. And here comes some kind of a kill your creature, a Rawl. Yeah, we gotta counter that too.
I remember. Pain hurts.
And that Spell Pierce would have been nice, but it might still catch something. Down to 2 life. And let's end the turn as we have Tricksters who can also come down and shut down even a mighty Niv Mizzet. Two little Siren Storm Tamers carrying the world on their shoulders. Let's go for a dive down. And that's game. We'll name those Storm Tamers Frodo and Samwise. Alright, so we went to Bronze Tier 2, we knocked out some quests, we still have to kill some creatures, but we'll get to that, and maybe there's a draft coming up in our near future. I hope you enjoyed this Adventures of the Young CGB. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.